Hi, I'm Alex Cortright. Welcome to my home, Shea Pandemonium. Today I'm joined by songwriter Dan Wilson. You know him from his work with Semisonic. He's had huge hits with Adele, the Dixie Chicks, collaborating with everyone from Nas to Carole King. He's got some really remarkable insights into the nature of writing songs and collaborating with other artists. Hang out for some great music and conversation here at Shea Pandemonium. Let's hit the rewind button for a moment. We go back to the late 1990s. You're at a moment as a songwriter where you're performing a song like Closing Time in front of thousands and thousands of people, all of whom are busily singing those lyrics back to you.
Yeah.
What is it about music that is so powerful?
Probably before people were talking, they were kind of singing. That's my guess. You know, it wouldn't be like, pass me the almonds. It'd be like, mama doo 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 doo, and you're like, I think it was like that. Or like they'd be, if they would tell you how to get to like, such and such of a volcano and then turn left and you'll find the breadfruit trees underneath the, whatever. I think there was probably like a little song about that as opposed to like a paragraph of text, So I think music, maybe I'm a patriot for music, but I think it came first. So I think it's sort of built in.
Yeah.
Because I don't think there's any cultures without music.
That's right.
I think that little teeny children, when you have a baby, it's so fun to realize that you immediately can start singing to them, and they respond easily as quickly as they do to talking.
And they remember it. There's something about music that's intimately and sort of intricately tied to our capacity to remember something. I can't help but wonder if, as a professional co-songwriter, you were ever relied upon as a kind of song doctor.
It's funny because I've really, really consciously avoided that role. I'm not interested. I don't want to be that guy. To me, the idea is to get together with them and like do a bunch of things or witness some things or, go to a performance or go see something cool or talk about something that is inspiring and get into a state where it's easy to write a song again. I might give this advice to a young writer. Like, they might say, what am I doing wrong? And they tell me all the things they're doing. They're like, they're like hustling and they're getting gigs and they're, and they're like sending their songs to record executives and they're writing every day and blah, blah, blah. And I think to myself, well, what you're doing wrong is you're not backpacking in Southeast Asia. What you're doing wrong is you're not going like snorkeling. Sometimes it's almost like you gotta just get out there and live your life, and not be such a professional about your work.
That's right. Take a step back. Get away from it.
Just have a crazy experience or two.
Yeah.
Come back with songs. If you went backpacking in Southeast Asia, you would come back with a whole bunch of songs. It wouldn't be such work.
Yeah, that's right. How do you know when a song is good?
It's when I want to play it for my friends.
Yeah, that's simple.
But I almost don't even know that then. What happens is, I finish a song, I go, oh, I got to play this for so-and-so. And then I go, oh, that must mean I like it. It must mean it's good. It's not like the judgment comes first. What comes first is wanting to play it for somebody that I know.
Coming up as a younger artist,
Yeah.
you're learning how to play guitar and piano and so forth. It's one thing to admire other songwriters, guys who are older, established, brilliant musicians. But it's different when you've gotten to a certain place and you hear a song, say, recently, and you go, damn, I should have written that one.
Well, I've had that all my life. I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I wonder when the last time I had that feeling was. I'm sure within the year.
Pharrell's Happy.
Yeah, in fact.
Who wouldn't have wanted to write that song?
Shoot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, my kids sing that in the backseat of the car, and I'm like, so simple.
Simple and
But
brilliant.
those chords are so jazzy. It's so weird, it's like got these heavy chords that, were definitely illegal in music like 4 years ago.
Right, right. But taking just enough Marvin Gaye.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dan, have you ever penned a song, even a good song, that maybe part of you wants to share, but there's something about that song that you will not share with anyone? It's not leaving that room in which it was created.
That's probably like the holy grail for me, is if I can ever get to the point of writing a song that's so personal and revealing that I don't even want to show anybody. That would be really great.
What's the best piece of advice you've gotten from someone you're collaborating with?
I was at a question and answer of this painter named Frank Stella. He gave a talk about abstract art, and then he opened it up for questions, and I said, I raised my hand and I said, there's so much bad art in the museums. It just kind of outrages me. Why is that? And he sort of took a breath and said, you know what? Bad art is not your concern. Your job is to go out and find stuff that inspires you and that you love and figure out why and try to be part of that. Bad art you can ignore. And I was like, whoa, that's so simple. Like, I don't need to worry that there's bad art being successful. It doesn't matter. That's so great. I can just focus my energy on stuff that I think is cool. And I'm totally like that in music. And actually, I probably like 80% of music anyway. But I almost never have a conversation about like what a travesty it is that certain songs are huge. I just thank you, Frank Stella. I just don't care. It just doesn't bother me.
You went to Harvard to study printmaking.
I did.
And even now, there's a certain calligraphic quality about your drawings.
For sure.
So I can see that visual thinking, the way things look and feel when they look, has an immediate impact on the way you think about music. These are not separate things. This is all part of the same creative process.
Yeah, and I think the thing that I've done this year, which has been really fun, is to just sort of like expose the visual part of what I do more to everybody.
Yeah.
Like I've always made drawings on the road every time I would be, with a long layover in an airport. I would just sit in a chair with a notebook and draw the people that were waiting for their plane. What are they wearing? What posture do people have? How do they talk to each other? And I've always done that, and I've always done, like my song ideas are often in very symbolic form on a 3x5 note card. I'll just have I'll put a few words or a little musical staff with notes on it, or some kind of like symbol of how something should go, like almost like a diagram of what a song could be, and that'll be my song idea, and I'll set it aside for later.
Love Without Fear. Yeah. That's the name of your most recent collection. It's also a song title. Love Without Fear. That's a little bit like the internet without electricity. It's not really possible, is it?
Interesting. Whoa. Yeah, that's a good comment.
Because to love something is to be vulnerable, and to be vulnerable is to worry, and worry so easily becomes fear.
No, you're right. It's less about like, oh, I'm doing this cool thing, I'm feeling love without fear. It's more like that would be all I would want in life, is to experience that. It's sort of like an unreachable ideal.
Yeah.
I have this thing about album titles, or like titling a group of songs. The title has to look good more than talk good. So those words next to each other just looked like what the record was about to me. Somehow like love, fear, it all sort of felt connected and looked good in print, so.
A book can be about anything, a film can be about anything. Can a song be about anything?
Well, I guess sort of supposedly it can. The song claims that it can. My song, which is called A Song Can Be About Anything, sort of makes that claim, but by the end it's about the same thing that a lot of other songs are about: losing somebody, wanting them back. A lot of songs are about songs. All those rock and roll songs at first were like, we're gonna rock tonight. Tonight it's all about rocking. And then like hip hop, and it's all about like, I'm the best MC. I'm the, you guys are all suckers, and I'm the best MC. A
lot of songs are about girls or boys.
Girls, cars, and music.
And dancing, which is sort of about music as well.
Yeah.
Dan Wilson, it's been a pleasure speaking with you.
Alex, thank you.
I think it's time for some music.
Yes, let's do it. Let's get down to business.
Maybe we can slip into the next room and see what happens.
And Shea Pandemonium's music den.
Yes.
meet a lot of lonely people on the road. Get a little scared, throw you to the wolves. You see a lot of perfect strangers in your room. Get a little close, run away soon. All I want in this life of mine, someone to take my hand, walk with me side by side. All I need in this world of tears, someone to give me time and love without fear. Give me time and love without fear. You see a lot of silent partners in this game, standing to the side, waiting with a claim. You meet a lot of empty airships in this sky, silver on blue, take you for a ride. All I want in this life of mine, someone to take my hand, walk with me side by side. All I need in this world of tears, someone to give me time, love without fear. All I want in this life of mine, someone to take my hand, walk with me side by side. All I need in this world of tears, someone to give me time and love without fear. Give me time and love without fear. Give me time and love without fear. Love without fear. In between your fear and love, where will you run? When you barely make it through the morning, he spoke to me in your sing-song, barely begun, in a voice that sounds like someone dreaming. Delia, you won't fear alone, and tomorrow's on the phone just like a fallen power line, humming. No, these tears won't go to waste. Michelangelo got raised, but I can feel your brighter days coming, 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 coming. Running till the Golden Gate, just don't be late, or the ones behind will roll you over. String your line from state to state, hopeless to break, while you're moonwalking from tower to tower. Delia, you won't feel alone, and the clouds are forming pictures like a man on a guitar strumming. No, these tears won't go to waste. Michelangelo got raised, but I can feel your brighter days coming, 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 coming. Come, my darling, don't you dare coming, 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 coming. I had a dream about you, real as my own hand. We were side by side while the boats rolled by the bright summer sand. I had to cry when I woke up, for life is truly cruel, and cruelest to those who love and who can't stay true.